I have around four, uh, three other books in this series at home, and I am really trying to motivate myself to read the next one. Think about Grammys. If you read Gram, then you need to like invest your brain into it, right? So you need to remember all the details. You need to remember all the characters. You need to pay attention to everything they say and everything they do. Okay, for this book, it is so far-fetched, like incredibly, ridiculously, unreasonably far-fetching. But I feel like if I want to keep reading this book, I have to place my brain aside. I have to like just ignore all the delusional thing in this book and have to keep going to read. Then it's a crime, so I also have to pay attention to all the detail as well. It is a part where a police officer, Chris, he went to see this group of 4 people who were trying to be detectives. Then they tried to get some information out of him. It sounds very naive to me, to be honest. So Elizabeth is nodding with interest. Anyone you were expecting to see, though? Any suspects? Asked Elizabeth. Well, listen, that's not something I can really share, says Chris. So you do have a suspect. How wonderful. What do you make of the coffee and walnuts, says Joyce. Chris lifted a slice of the coffee and walnut cake to his mouth and took a bite. Also better than M&S. Joyce, you wizard. Also, it was a well-known fact that there was no calories in homemade cakes. It's delicious. And look, I didn't say we had a suspect. We have persons of interest, and that's normal. Of interest, say Joyce. I love it when they say that. More than one, then, asked Elizabeth. So not just Ian Whittam. Suppose you couldn't possibly say. I couldn't say. You are quite right, says Donna, deciding enough is enough. Now leave the poor man alone, Elizabeth. That's how police in England do. Like, they say, oh, I cannot share it. But then if you give them cake and you try to like make a conversation with them, then they say, okay, maybe I can reveal a little bit. No harm. That's just one of the examples in the book. There was more ridiculous parts that I think I have to read the whole book if you really want me to find an example. Now, this book, this series, was actually got a live adaptation. So I'm gonna watch the trailer now. We'll see how it's on the screen. 100% she is Elizabeth. She just looked like one. She looked exactly like what I imagined how she would look like. Flowery woman might be Joyce. I don't know why, but maybe because Joyce baked too many cakes in the book that I imagined that she was tiny bit chubby.
Now we've got a real case to solve, isn't it wonderful? Obviously, R.I.P. and all that.
Oh, that must be Donna. That must be the female police officer. I think she was kind of pointless in the book. Do you think? Like it's like she and her colleagues just like waiting around, and then the old people solve most of the thing, and then bring like the thick paperwork document into her face and say, "That's what we found." And then she was like, "Wow, how could you do it?" No, I mean like she wasn't lazy. Like I can see that she's very dedicated to her job, and she tried to figure out things. Same with her colleagues. But then 80% of the book is about the old people, the group of old people try to find the evidence, and then there was always a head of the police. Can you believe it? If there was any evidence, they were the first people who got it.